Hello, welcome to Science at Click. Let's start with next lesson, that is elements, compounds and mixture, all together a new topic. Okay, so basically when we talk about matter, matter is anything which has mass and it occupies space. Okay, so we, according to their physical state, we classify matter as solids, liquid, gases, plasma state, Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, that we have learned in previous lesson, that is three different states of matter and then how they are interconverted solid to liquid, what is the name of process. Everything we have discussed in previous classes. Okay, but when we are talking about matter and we need to classify it according to its composition, वो matter किस चीज से बना हुआ है, according to that if we need to classify matter, then we have to classify it as elements, compounds and mixtures. Now let's see what is matter. Again I'll repeat, matter is anything which has mass and it occupies space. Two words very important, two words are very important, mass and space. It occupies, it requires some kind of space. Okay, now according to composition of the matter means what is composition, कि वो मैटर किस चीज से बना हुआ है, अगर आपको उस हिसाब से उसका क्लासिफिकेशन करना है, then we will classify matter as elements, compounds and mixture. Now what are elements? Elements are the substances, are the type of matter which are made up of only one type of particle. Okay, the smallest particle of matter is known as what? Atom. We have seen the structure of atom also. So this is the smallest particle of matter, and when only one type of atoms are there inside any piece of matter, then we call it element. For example, if I am talking about an iron rod, then that iron rod is made up of only atoms of iron. Okay, if I am talking about copper wire, that means all that copper wire contains only copper atoms. So that is our elements. Now when two or more such type of elements, different types of elements, when two or more different types of elements combine together in a fixed proportion, what we get? We get compounds. So यहाँ पे एक ही टाइप के पार्टिकल्स है. ओके, और एक ही टाइप के पार्टिकल्स है सारे. ठीक है, this is another type of element, means another example of element, this is another example. When these two different elements combine with each other, join to each other in a fixed proportion, what we get? Compound. For example, okay, so one type of atom, another type of atom, when two or more atoms are there together, linked to each other, what we are getting? Compound. Now if we talk, we have seen in elements just now that iron is a pure element because it's made up of only iron atoms. When we talk about copper, copper is a pure element. These are the metals, or these are the elements that we come in contact daily. Now if we talk about compounds, then let's talk about water. Hydrogen atoms are there and oxygen atom are there. So this is a compound. Carbon dioxide, CO2, C double bond O, C double bond O. Okay, so carbon is linked to two atoms of oxygen, CO2 is your compound because two different elements are there. What is it? Carbon. What are they? Carbon and oxygen. When we talk about water, it is made up of hydrogen atom and oxygen atom. So basically when two or more elements, the salt we eat daily, that is our what? Compound. Water we drink, compound. Sugar is a compound. Oxygen we inhale is a compound. Carbon dioxide we exhale is a compound. Okay, but proportion is very important. We'll come to it when we'll discuss compounds in detail. Now mixtures dekhte hain. What are mixtures? When two or more elements or compounds, two or more elements, two or more compounds, or some elements and some compounds, they are there together, but they are not forming a new substance. Here they were linking to each other to form new substance. When elements were coming in close contact, they were bonding to form a new compound. But in mixtures, they are not bonding, they are there in the mixture just together. That is what mixture. That is the difference between compound and mixture. Okay, when in a compound, elements or atoms of elements are combining to form a new substance. In mixtures, they are not combining, they are there just together, maintaining their own properties. Okay, those are what? Mixtures. Mixtures are further classified into homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. We'll see them in detail. Okay, compounds are further classified into covalent compounds and ionic compounds. That is another lesson in science. Okay, and elements are further classified as metals, metalloids, non-metals and noble elements. Okay, so let's see them in detail. This is the overall scenario of the lesson. Let's go through each topic in detail. Okay, now elements. We have seen that matter can be divided according to its composition. Matter can be divided into three types, that is elements, compounds and mixture. Now let's go through elements in detail. There are total 118 elements arranged in a periodic table according to increasing in their atomic number. This is the purest form of matter because element has only and only one type of atom in it. Okay, elements are made up of atom, means smallest particle, smallest unit of the element is what? Atom. Okay, we have already seen, I have made a detailed video on the structure of atom also. So atom is the smallest unit of element. When these different atoms combine together, they form a compound. We'll see that in detail. Examples are iron, calcium, gold, silver, tungsten, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, neon. There are many. Okay, so this is about elements. Now let's see how they are arranged. Now this is the periodic table. In a periodic table, there are total 118 elements which are arranged in increasing order of their atomic number. Now you know that what is atomic number? Atomic number is the number of protons or electrons present in an atom. Now hydrogen is smallest element, lightest element because it has only one proton and one electron. Okay, so its atomic number is 1. Then this is helium with atomic number 2. There are only 2 elements in first row of the periodic table. Then lithium comes in the second row but in the first column. We will not discuss periodic table and its property. Again, that is altogether a new topic. I'll make a separate video on the periodic table. But I have added the periodic table over here just to tell you how elements are classified into its subgroups, that is metals, non-metals, metalloids and noble gases. Okay, so from lithium, beryllium, all these, this, even lanthanides, actinides, okay, everything up to this purple column. These are all what? Different types of metals. Okay, so these are all metals. Metals are even further classified into alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, inner transition metals, so on and so forth, but we'll not go into that much detail for this standard. Okay, so further elements are classified into metals. These are all metals. The elements with yellow background, that is boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium and astatine. These are what? Metalloids. These are what? Metalloids. Metalloids are the element which show some properties of metals and some properties of non-metals. That means they are intermediate between metals and non-metals. For example, metals are very good conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity and hence used as insulators, while they are not very good conductor, but they can carry electricity through them. Okay, so this is about metalloids. Then elements with this greenish background: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, selenium, bromine, iodine. These are all what? Non-metals. Okay, and the last column, which has a pink background, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon, are noble gases. Why they are known as noble gases? Their valency is 0. Why? Because they have already full octet state, they have already complete octet state, तो उनके पास कोई शेयरिंग का चांस नहीं है, गिव एंड टेक का चांस नहीं है. They are already stable and hence they do not form any kind of compounds. Now there are some compounds known of xenon, but generally in normal conditions they do not undergo any chemical reaction, they do not react, they are stable and hence they are known as noble, like royal. Okay, they are noble gases. Why gases? Because all of them exist in gaseous form. Okay, this is clear. So this is the further classification of elements. We have seen that matter is classified into elements, compounds and mixtures. Elements are further classified into metals, metalloids, non-metals and noble gases. Yes, very good. Now what are metals? Metals are characterized by the presence of free electrons. Due to the presence of free means the electrons present in the outermost orbit can easily escape from the atom, that is free electrons, and hence they are good conductors of heat and electricity. They are mostly solid, exception is mercury. There are certain metals, when you take them in your palm, they start melting, but we don't consider them as a liquid state, because what we consider in science, that STP, that is standard temperature and pressure conditions, in that standard temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Our body temperature is 37. Normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So at 25 degrees Celsius, if the element is solid, we consider it as solid and not as liquid. But if you put it on your palm, our body temperature, and if the melting point of that particular metal, there are many examples. If you can Google it, you will get to know that there are certain metals who have melting point, say between 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, so they will easily melt on your palm. But we don't consider them as liquid metals. Only liquid metal in standard temperature pressure condition is our mercury. They are lustrous. All the metals have shiny surface, right? That is because of the reflection of light, that is because of the presence of free electrons. They are lustrous in nature. Metals always give, when they fall from your hand or you bang two metals together, they produce sound that is sonorous. They are malleable, that means you can form sheets of different size and shape with the help of metal. Okay, they are ductile, you can draw wires through them. We cannot draw wires from non metals. We cannot कभी देखा है phosphorus का वायर? नहीं. So we cannot form, और सल्फर का वायर नहीं, लेकिन कॉपर वायर is so common. Iron wire or iron rod is so common because you can make sheets of metals and you can draw wires from metals. Okay. Hence gold, since it's a metal, it can be given in different forms, and as it's very soft, it becomes easy. Okay. Then the ornaments that we use made up of gold, though that is not pure gold because it's very soft. In order to give it a design, they mix some amount of silver or copper to it so that they can mold it into different shapes. Then it reacts with oxygen to form oxides. Metals react with oxygen to form oxides, metal oxides. For example, iron will react with oxygen to form rust. Copper will react with oxygen to form cupric oxide. Iron will react with oxygen to form iron oxide. Okay. So, all the metals, mercury will react with oxygen to form mercurous oxide. Okay. So, all the metals react with oxygen to form oxides. When these oxide, you add water to these oxides, metallic oxide, what you'll get acid. This will be discussed along with the reaction in the lesson acids and bases. Okay. So metals react with oxygen to form metallic oxides. These metallic oxides have different colors and they are used to impart colors to the paints. While doing painting, we use different colors. So that color, colorful metallic compounds are added to paints to get the color. They are also added during the preparation of glass, so that colorful glass is obtained. ये आ गई बात समझ में? Very good. Then metals react with acid to form salt. For example, let us take a metal, say magnesium. Okay, so magnesium reacts with acid. It will give salt, that is magnesium chloride, along with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Okay, so any metal will react with acid to give salt with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is always released in the reaction that is taking place between metal and acid. Okay, this is clear regarding metals. What they are? Free electrons. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. They are solids. Only the exception is mercury. They are lustrous, sonorous, malleable, ductile. They react with oxygen to form oxides and they react with acid to form salt and liberate hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas preparation के लिए this is the reaction that is done in the laboratory. Okay, this is clear regarding metals. Now let's see non-metals. What are they? Non-metals do not have free electrons. Why they do not have free electrons? As I told you, metals फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मीन्स कि उनके आउटरमोस्ट शेल में जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है दोज कैन एस्केप इजीली. वो क्या हो जाते हैं? इजीली एस्केप हो सकते हैं, मूव हो सकते हैं. तो व्हेन एंड वी नो दैट मूवमेंट और फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इज नथिंग बट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. सो इसीलिए इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्लो होती है आपके मेटल से, नॉन मेटल से नहीं होती. लेकिन क्यों फ्री होते हैं इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मेटल्स में? Because they have bigger atomic size. Metals का atomic size big होता है, इसलिए center में जो nucleus है that cannot hold the outer electron that firmly and hence they can escape out. ओके लेकिन नॉन मेटल्स में ऐसा नहीं होता। नॉन मेटल्स में आपके जो एटम्स है वो काफ़ी छोटे होते हैं, तो जो आउटर मोस्ट शेल है उसके इलेक्ट्रॉन पे न्यूक्लियस का होल्ड अच्छा है, टाइटली पकड़ के रखे हैं न्यूक्लियस ने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, किसके केस में, नॉन मेटल के केस में, और इसीलिए दे कैन नॉट एस्केप आउट इजीली, हेंस वी से दैट दे डू नॉट हैव फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स। फ्री मतलब मुफ्त के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स घूम रहे इधर उधर, ऐसा नहीं है। Okay, so they do not have free electrons because all the electrons present in the outermost shell are tightly held by the nucleus. Okay, so they cannot escape out, and hence we say that they do not have free electrons, and hence they are bad conductors of heat and electricity. लेकिन हम लोग इस चीज़ का फ़ायदा कर लेते हैं, we use them as an insulator. अगर ये इंसुलेटर नहीं होते तो बेयर वायरिंग होता सब जगह, और इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक लगने का धोखा सबसे ज़्यादा होता। ओके, so we use them as they are bad conductors, we use them, that property is useful also, we use them as insulator. So always आपके इलेक्ट्रिक वायरिंग के ऊपर कवरिंग होता है। okay, so that is of non-metals. Then they exist as all the three states. We have seen that metal exists only as a solid state, and only one exception is there, that is mercury. But our non-metal exist as solids. Example is phosphor, sulfur. Liquids में आपका example है bromine. ओके, और गैसेस में तो बहुत सारे हैं, ऑक्सीजन है, हाइड्रोजन है, क्लोरीन है, नाइट्रोजन है, फ्लोरीन है, ये सारे आपके क्या है, गैसेस नॉन मेटल्स है। ब्रोमीन इज अ लिक्विड नॉन मेटल, फॉस्फरस, सल्फर आर व्हाट, सॉलिड नॉन मेटल्स। ओके, दे डू नॉट शो लस्टर, लस्टर नहीं है, वो उनका शाइनी सरफेस नहीं होता, डल सरफेस होता है। okay, only the exception is graphite and iodine. okay, so exception is graphite is an allotrope of carbon. okay, जो आपके पेंसिल में होता है, पेंसिल की जो लेड होती है, आप शार्पन करने के बाद या फिर लेड पेंसिल्स अगर यूज कर रहे हो तो देखो उसका शाइनी सरफेस होता है, लस्ट्रस है। और आयोडीन इज अ नॉन मेटल, सॉलिड में आएगा, सॉलिड नॉन मेटल, ग्रेइश कलर के उसके क्रिस्टल्स होते हैं और बहुत लस्ट्रस शाइनी नेचर के क्रिस्टल्स होते हैं। एंड आयोडीन इज ऑल्सो अ सब्लिमेटिंग सब्सटेंस। अभी हम लोगों ने सब्लिमेशन प्रीवियस क्लास में हम लोग पढ़ चुके हैं। ओके, सब्लिमेशन हमको पता है कि सॉलिड स्टेट डायरेक्टली क्या जाएगा, गैसियस स्टेट में जाएगा, विदाउट व्हाट, विदाउट लिक्विड स्टेट। जनरली सॉलिड gets converted to liquid, liquid gets converted to gas. ओके, लेकिन कुछ सब्सटेंसेस ऐसे होते हैं जो सॉलिड स्टेट से डायरेक्टली गैसियस स्टेट में जाते हैं, उनको हम सब्लिमेटिंग सब्सटेंस बोलते हैं। आयोडीन इज वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल। इसके ग्रेइश कलर के क्रिस्टल्स होते हैं, व्हेन यू हीट देम इट फॉर्म्स ब्यूटिफुल पर्पल कलर वेपर्स। okay, so that is a sublimating substance. Here point is that कि it has lustrous nature, that is the exception. Otherwise phosphorus है, sulfur है, किसी को shining surface नहीं होता। okay, then it reacts with oxygen to form acidic oxides. अभी हम लोगों ने metals में देखा था कि metals when react with ऑक्सीजन दे फॉर्म मेटालिक ऑक्साइड, और उनको हम जब पानी में डालते हैं तो हम लोग को बेस मिलता है। ओके, लेकिन नॉन मेटल्स में क्या हो रहा है, अगर फॉस्फरस कंसिडर करो तो आपको मिलेगा फॉस्फरस व्हेन रिएक्ट्स विथ ऑक्सीजन यू विल गेट फॉस्फरस ऑक्साइड, व्हेन यू ऐड वाटर टू दैट ऑक्साइड यू विल गेट फॉस्फोरिक एसिड, व्हेन कार्बन रिएक्ट्स विथ ऑक्सीजन यू गेट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड। ओके, ये ऑक्साइड को अगर आप वाटर के साथ मिक्स करो, यू ऐड वाटर टू कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ कार्बोनिक एसिड टेक्स प्लेस। ओके, सो कार्बोनिक एसिड मतलब मेटल, नॉन मेटल्स के जो ऑक्साइड है व्हेन दे कम इन कॉन्टैक्ट विथ वाटर दे फॉर्म एसिड्स, हेंस नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स आर नोन एज एसिडिक ऑक्साइड्स, मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स आर नोन एज बेसिक ऑक्साइड्स। याद करो, ये याद रखना, एसिड्स एंड बेसिस में लगने वाला है। Okay, now they react with bases to form salt. Okay, non-metals react with base to form salt. Metals react with acids to form salt. Non-metals react with bases to form salt. This much is clear. Non-metals are clear. Very good. So I'll repeat the properties once again. They do not have free electrons. They are bad conductors of heat and electricity. They exist in solid, liquid as well as gaseous state. They do not show luster. Only the exceptions are graphite and iodine. They react with oxygen to form acidic oxides, and they react with bases to form salt. Abhi, let's see metalloids. They have free electrons, but they do not, as I have told you, and hence they are placed in periodic table also between metals and non-metals. Okay, so they have free electrons but not as plenty as metals. So they are not good conductors of electricity, but they are not insulators also. They will carry some amount of current. Okay, they are semiconductors of heat and electricity. They exist as solids and liquids. हम लोगों ने examples देखे थे जब periodic table देखा, antimony and everything, arsenic, antimony. They do not show luster. Exception is silicon. सिलिकॉन के ऊपर सिलिकॉन लस्ट्रस सरफेस होता है. लस्टर में हर एक चीज़ को एक्सेप्शन है. नॉन मेटल्स में भी देखे कि जनरली they are non-lustrous. Exception is graphite and iodine. Here also they are non-lustrous, only the exception is silicon. So silicon and boron silicon chips are used in our motherboard of computer and laptops, where small amount of current is needed. Silicon Valley is known to all. Yes. So I'll repeat the metalloids: free electrons but not plenty as metals. They are semiconductors, means they are not good conductors, they are not insulators, but some amount of heat and electricity is transferred by them. They exist as solids and liquids. They do not show luster, only the exception is silicon. Example is silicon, boron, antimony, okay, arsenic. These are the different metalloids. This is clear? Very good. Now let's see the last type of elements, that is noble gases, which occupy the last column in the periodic table. सबसे last वाला column जो occupy कर रहे हैं वो कौन है? आपके noble gases. इनके पास बिल्कुल free electrons नहीं है. No free electrons. कुछ रिएक्शन नहीं करते. दे डू नॉट रिएक्ट, क्योंकि स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है. हर एक एलिमेंट के आउटरमोस्ट ऑर्बिट फुलफिल्ड है. Okay, they always exist as gases. All of them, there are 6 of them, all of them are gaseous in nature, and they are called as rare elements because they means हमारे atmosphere में उनका percentage बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. Hence they are not plenty, they are not readily available to us, hence they are known as rare elements. Examples are helium, neon, क्रिप्टॉन, जेनॉन. पहले क्रिप्टॉन आता है अगर हम पीरियोडिक टेबल देखें तो, देन जेनॉन. एर्गॉन भी इसके पहले आएगा, मतलब हीलियम, नियॉन, एर्गॉन आएगा, फिर क्रिप्टॉन आता है, फिर जेनॉन, एंड लास्ट में है आपका रेडॉन. ओके, सो ये जो है आपके नोबल गैसेस, दीज आर जो डिजिटल बोर्ड्स होते हैं आजकल, कोई होर्डिंग नहीं लगाता आजकल. स्क्वायर पे हम लोग को डिजिटल बोर्ड्स दिखते हैं, या फिर कुछ फ्लैशी साइंस होते हैं कहीं रेस्टोरेंट्स के, तो उनमें वो ट्यूब्स में आपके ये वाले एलिमेंट, ये वाले गैसेस फिलअप होते हैं. तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होता है? लाइट रिफ्लेक्ट होता है, आपको फ्लोरेसेंट कलर्स दिखते हैं. Okay, so this is all about elements. So matter is classified according to its composition. Matter is classified into 3 types, that is elements, compounds and mixtures, right? Elements are further classified according to their properties. Elements are further classified into metals, non-metals, metalloids and noble gases. This much we have covered in this video. In the next video, we'll be discussing compounds and mixtures. Stay tuned with Science at Click for more videos. Thank you.